room. 2 games ahead of Columbus State and USC Aiken. North Georgia finds themselves in a 3-way tie entering play today for 4th place with Augusta and Clayton State. Martin inside, no good. And that ball is going to stay in the possession of North Georgia.
Like on the last play, how Caroline drove tough, which she's obviously, that's her benchmark, that's her staple, but she kind of played through contact with the idea to score and not to get the whistle. She played off of 2 feet, went through contact, just couldn't quite muscle the ball up over the rim, but I like that concept.
We had a delay. And I think making sure that the shot clock was right. Inbound attempt went to Caroline, but she couldn't control it, and a turnover to Lander.
That's an unfortunate break there. So we show our hand with our baseline outset where we're so good. We can't change the play after we kind of see the first action, and then Caroline makes a good read and just makes a basket cut there. And unfortunately, a turnover.
We have a foul inside. I believe this is against Ava Hunter, and that is the 3rd team foul and the 2nd on Ava. Lob over the top. Gordon, 5-footer, gets the roll. Fahey to Lutz in the ball game. Feed into Campbell, could not catch up to it, and it's Lander ball. You made mention of the change at the helm for the Bearcats. Stephanie Galehausen in charge of the program this season.
Kevin Pedersen now, I believe, at Coastal Carolina
He
University.
Is. A Chanticleer.
Okay, what is that?
That's a rooster.
It's like a beach rooster.
It's a beach rooster. A missed shot there. 12-10. There was always such a big deal back in the time when I was calling UNC Asheville in the Big South and games against Coastal Carolina, whether it was the Chanticleers or the Chanticleers.
Is there a correct answer?
Potato, patata.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the few colleges in the country that's got a teal color like that.
Yeah.
So that's just open for interpretation either way you want it. You've got the aqua. It's like aqua fresh toothpaste.
That's it. Inside, no good. Contact. That should send Naya to the line.
Man, I'll tell you what, Lander making anything around the rim tough.
Yeah.
So, Ava Hunter had a nice 2 post moves where we had broken down the defense with dribble penetration, but anything that is a drive at the basket, first layer of help is doing a really good job of making tough twos. And I'll tell you where you can kind of make your hay there is when you kind of make that recognition. If I'm a post player and I see that our guards are getting at the rim but having trouble in scoring, I become an offensive rebounding machine.
Yep.
So anytime there's a drive, I anticipate to go get a stick back. So let's see if our bigs and Lizzie Campbell now or Ava Hunter or Michaela Massup, whoever it may be, can get a couple easy stick backs on the offensive end.
Ball knocked free. Caroline Martin drawing contact from Tyasia Freeman, junior from Waynesboro, Georgia. Clock rolls, 3:21 and counting. Campbell, top of the key. Over to Fahey. Feed back to Lizzie. And that's going to be steps. Just a little too loose on the pivot foot.
It's a nice layered move from Campbell there. She pivoted one way, gathered herself, and then pivoted back the other way. You really got to be clean with that move to not get called for a travel.
Santoro gets it to Sanders, around the horn to Parker, guarded by Martin. That's a pretty good matchup right there. Parker drives, nothing doing. Shot clock to 8, long three, no good for Sanders. Campbell the rebound.
I will say so far, North Georgia has been locked in defensively. Dribble pull-up three from Earnhardt there. Do it again. Oh, again, I'm a big fan of the transition threes before a defense can get set.
Oh!
It's going to be 2 fouls on Caroline Martin now.
Caroline hitting the floor. And so 2 fouls on Hunter, 2 fouls on Martin, with 2:22 to go in the first. Four-point lead. The largest was 5. Parker picks up her dribble. Now Gordon drives on Lutz in the lane. The short jumper is good.
Yeah, that's a nice tough two from Gordon. She had to spin back to get the space to score and had the composure to finish it.
Inside 2 minutes. Earnhardt, what a lob over the top to Campbell. Back to Martin. Tightly defended by Langley, and a whistle. Checking in for the Nighthawks, Kaylee Sticker, the junior from Dawsonville, by way of Clemson. Giving a breather to Caroline. That foul on Quadasia Langley, freshman from Travelers Rest, South Carolina, Blue Ridge High. Nice drive by Lutz.
It's a very common action you see a lot from both our men and women's teams. Try to catch it in the elbow area and run the handoff off of it. It's like a misdirection, wing T kind of football move there. Where you're going to are you going to defend the handoff, or are you going to stay with the ball handler? Knight did a good job of putting it in the belly of the fullback and pulling it out and running for the first down.
Got a travel out front by Tyasia Freeman. Four-point ball game. A minute to go here in quarter number 1. Boy, Campbell doing battle with Freeman for real estate in the paint. Lutz back out to Fahey. Shot clock at 10. A crisp pass to Sticker, who puts it up. Left it short. Got her own rebound. Nice effort. Lutz fakes, drives in the corner all alone. Fahey would not go, but a foul inside away from the ball.
I think that's what you called earlier was a lot of activity between the two post players trying to get the advantage.
Yeah, no shortage of contact, and that will be a shooting opportunity with 31.8, and the foul on Campbell, her first. Foul shot no good from Freeman on the season. 55% at the line. Second one is good. You mentioned the wing T. Did you ever see the Notre Dame box offense run?
No.
No quarterback.
And then
4 running backs, and the center has to hike it directly to one of the four.
Are they in a box formation? So how do you get it to the back two?
It's offset. Center is offset.
Yeah.
And you talk about, well, a turnover there, but pressure on a center. A turnover right back. Franklin Panthers won a state championship in North Carolina running the Notre Dame box back in the day. And the last second shot, no good. 16-13, North Georgia. Back in a moment. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Good luck.
A staple in downtown Dahlonega, the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel offers various types of accommodations for visitors and has been serving family-style country cooking since 1922, just off the historic Dahlonega Square. Amicalola Propane is locally owned and operated and provides propane sales, service, and repair to farms, homes, and businesses. Amicalola Propane is dedicated to making customers' lives more comfortable, and their knowledgeable staff will help with both residential and commercial propane needs. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waldenco.com.
Back court side, it is 16-13 in favor of North Georgia. 1 quarter down. Quarter number 2 straight ahead. Peach Belt Conference matchup here this afternoon. The first of 2 as the men will tip off sometime after 3:30, probably closer to quarter of 4. It'll be Lander ball to start play here. And the second quarter is underway. First possession of the second quarter, Langley on the wing. The lob over the top to Sanders. Kicks out, Santoro, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Kayla Massip in the ball game for the Nighthawks. Earnhardt back to Davenport, the feed to Kayla, the drive, and that'll be out of bounds, and a turnover to Lander. Langley brings it up, guarded by Fahey. Now Parker, guarded by Davenport. The switch. Santoro with 10. Shot clock now at 7. Parker drives. The floater is up, no good. Rebound snared by Fahey and a reach-in foul. And that'll be against Jakaya Parker. That is the second on the senior out of Augusta, Georgia. And checking in, Tanaya Gordon, replacing Parker. Nighthawks have the ball, up by 3. Sticker to Massip. Skip pass to Davenport. Three-pointer from the right side. Isabel Davenport on the season now at 41% beyond the arc. And that mid-range jumper will go for Tanaya Gordon, and it's 19-15. Davenport, lob, beautiful feed to Massip, shot up and good. Give the assist to Davenport. It's 21-15, equaling the largest lead of the afternoon for North Georgia. And a travel by Freeman. Gives it back to the Nighthawks. Coach Burson calling the play. Fahey zips it over to Davenport. Thought about a three. Instead, zips the pass to Massip. Over to Sticker. Three-pointer left side, way too long. And into the hands of Tania Gordon. 7:34 to go until the half. Langley drives, now gives to Santoro. And that is going to be a moving screen called on Kayla Sanders. That will be her first. Davenport to Massip. 7:17 to go, second quarter. Oh, and the ball tipped away, but last touched by Gordon. Davenport zips it into Earnhardt, lobs to Massip, collects it, shoots, and scores. Largest lead of the day at 8. Baseline jumper, no good. And a foul inside. That is going to be the second on Kayla Sanders, a grad student out of Ashland College. Slammed the ball on the floor in disgust, and she'll check out. And back in, Jakaya Parker. Nighthawks leading by 8, 6:50 to go until the half. And a whistle away from the ball. That's going to be on Taisha Freeman. Second personal on Freeman. Inbound to Sticker, quick shot, no good. Ball free, and the Bearcats had it. Three-pointer from Santoro is good from the right side, and it's 23-18. Sticker to Davenport. Lobs it to Massip at the foul line. Now drives, turns in the corner. Sticker takes a three. No good. Rebound to Davenport. Isabel hands to Fahey. The floater no good. Scramble inside, and Lander comes out of there with it. Santoro out of Clarion University of Pennsylvania. The drive by Gordon, the shot is good. And a whistle, contact. And that will send it back the other way. Sticker checks out. Lutz is in. And also checking in Macy Gregg, number 1. Lander ball down 3. They're on a 5-0 run. Gordon gets the roll. Lutz sees daylight. Too hard. Rebound though to Massip. Up and in. (25-22) as we move inside 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. All alone, Parker, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Earnhardt. Outlet comes to Davenport. Isabel into the key, now leaves it for Lutz. Nia drives. Pass to Earnhardt. Davenport straight away. 3 would not go, just a little shy. Ball out of bounds, and it'll stay North Georgia. Timeout on 4, 4:29 to go in the second. It's UNG 25, Lander 22. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Thank you. It is a 3-point North Georgia lead, 25-22. Here with 4:29 to go until halftime. A 7-0 spurt by the Bearcats pulled them to within a single point for that last basket. It'll be Macy Gregg to trigger the play along the baseline. Lobs it to Lutz. Nia works the left side of the lane. Zips it back to Macy. High arcing 3 is good. Oh, how I have missed seeing those 3-point shots from Macy Gregg.
The old high arcer there.
Just a thing of beauty.
Sure is.
28-22, 4:04 to go. Santoro controlling for the Bearcats, guarded by Earnhardt. Gordon drives, kicks. Parker, a 3-pointer, no good. And mass up the loose ball. Macy Gregg brings it up. Tried to get it back to Massop. Now Davenport in between the circles, looks to her left, lobs it to Josie. Backdoor cut, Macy Gregg.
Nice job by Josie selling the backdoor cut, showing her that we wanted to come to it, and actually that was her signal to make a back cut. Anytime defenders up in the passing lane, you don't want to keep getting pushed out away from the rim and dribble to a dribble handoff. You want to make vertical cuts at the rim.
Nighthawks get it back. 3:03 to go until the half. Largest lead of the day. Massop at the elbow left side. Tightly guarded. Lutz puts up a 3 and it hits. And for the first time today, double-digit advantage at 11. Nice response by the Nighthawks to that 7-0 run that Lander made. And a steal. Nia Lutz will take it all the way. And the foul. That goes on Gordon.
It's been such a while, Craig, since we've seen North Georgia to initiate defensive disruption in the backcourt. Yep. It seems to kind of right in that middle third for the opposing team. Everything seems to be rather comfortable. And right there, just having someone anticipate a passing lane and jump through, and now the next time at least they're going to think about that. I really like to see people and defenders really specifically that can anticipate where the ball is headed.
North Georgia leads by 13. Missed 3-pointer. Rebound to Earnhardt. Macy brings it up. Hands to Nia. 2:12 to go, second quarter. Lutz, top of the key, picks up her dribble. The feed to Massop. Kicks it over to Davenport. 3-pointer, left side!
In and out. Anytime the ball goes through the post, good things happen.
And the lead is 16. It's now a 15-0 run. Timeout taken. 1:47 to go until the half. It's North Georgia 38 and Lander 22. Is it a 30? It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. But let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Well, the best way to respond to a run from your opponent is to make an even bigger one, and that's what North Georgia just did. After the Bearcats scored 7 in a row, now the Nighthawks have ripped off 15 in a row.
And try not to outscore them, right? Or try not to outshoot them. They do it by defending, getting stops. Runs are really the genesis of runs is consecutive defensive stops. A lot of people think that it's made threes, consecutive made threes. Well, if you're not getting stops in the middle, it doesn't matter.
Right, because the run can't continue. All alone, Sanders inside. There was no one within 5 feet. And that stops the run right there. 38-24. Macy Gregg drives. And did she step on the baseline?
No, I think they're going to get her for bringing her lift foot down, kind of like in a layup fashion. If you right-handed layup, you pull your right leg up. If that leg comes down before the action happens, whether it's a pass or a – although I think that could be a jump stop, but
right.
It's okay.
Turns it over, approaching 1 minute to go in quarter number 2. Nearly another steal by Lutz. Oh, goodness. I love the aggressive nature.
That's a good foul.
That is the first on Naya. Inside a minute we go. Quadacia Langley turns, and it's blocked by Kayla Massup. Oh, she was waiting on that one.
Yeah, it's a good read by Kayla there, seeing that the spin back was coming, and there's not been much kind of drive to give. It's drive to shoot, so she kind of helped out of her position early.
7 to shoot. Ball tipped away by Massup to Lutz. Running the floor, Kayla Massup.
That's the Kayla Massup we need. Block shot, step around, steal in the post, run the floor a bit better than any big.
What an energizing second quarter for North Georgia. 40-24, 24 seconds to go until halftime. A much-needed shot in the arm right now for the Nighthawks. Langley away to Freeman. Now Sanders, 10-footer up, no good. 7 seconds to go, but an offensive board. Freeman up and in. And that's going to do it for the first half of this matchup. It's the University of North Georgia 40, Lander University 26. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, Our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
Celebrating 150 years and having a sesquicentennial is not something that many institutions can claim. It's a time for us to reflect on our history, but to also project on what more can we do to help students make sure they're successful and they graduate.
We all know how important education is to one's life because it determines what kind of career you can have.
Scholarships make all the difference.
College has always been, something that we were worried about, but because of the scholarship, I'm able to play the sport I love and not worry about financials.
Scholarships to me have helped so much in my experience here.
It's definitely done wonders for me, set me up for success.
We recruit strong students, and it's our job to make them better prepared for their next step in their education and their careers.
When the water rises, all ships rise. That's what happens when more and more people can get higher education, then go on to succeed and become responsible citizens.
It relieves a lot of pressure.
It is a stress reliever for when you're taking difficult classes, and that's what really got me through this semester, I would say.
Scholarships have helped take the burden of paying for college and help me out with getting certifications for cyber. If you had to work your entire college career, I don't think you would have ever gotten the college experience I've gotten.
Scholarships are really critical. The importance of it is that you will provide opportunities for more people to go to college and to finish college, because so many of these students do not have the wherewithal to go to college.
It would be very hard for me to get an education and play the sport I love without the scholarship.
If you don't have those scholarships, you see students not returning because they can't come up with $300. The stories can be heartbreaking.
If I didn't receive scholarships, my college experience would not be anything what it is today.
If I didn't have scholarships, I would have to pick up a full-time. And because of that, I wouldn't probably be able to experience the clubs or the organizations I've been a part of.
Thank you so very much to all of those who have supported the university, sometimes monetarily, but also with their service, with their dedication, with their advice. It's all greatly appreciated and very much needed.
If I could say anything to the donors, it would just be thank you. You've taken a huge weight off my shoulders, allowing me to get the full experience of college and put my passions first.
I'm very thankful for the scholarship. It's been a great experience, and I've learned a lot of lessons also.
I have a good time here.
The memories that I've had, it's going to last me a lifetime. I cannot believe I'm leaving here. Not ready for it.
Absolutely love this place. I definitely would not be the man I am without it. I'm excited to come back as an alumni and hopefully one day be in the financial position to do the exact same thing these scholarship donors are doing.
Here in Dahlonega, we treasure our history.
We treasure our waterfalls.
We treasure our wine.
But most of all, we treasure our guests.
We are a family.
We treasure our community.
And we're an experience for you to discover.
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 The heart of the Georgia mountains.
The heart of the Georgia mountains.
Discover the heart of the Georgia mountains.
The mountains are open.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, Our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Back at halftime, it is North Georgia leading Lander by 14 at 40-26. Game number 1 of our doubleheader between North Georgia and Lander. Look at the numbers from the first half of this ball game. North Georgia collectively shooting 51.7% from the floor, a blistering 62.5% in the second quarter alone. They were also 4 of 7 beyond the arc in the second quarter, 57%. And for the game, 6 of 14, just a smidge under 43%. So far at the line, 4 of 5 for 80%. Meanwhile, Lander, 11 of 22 from the floor, 50%. 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, and 3 of 4 at the foul line. Tonight, Gordon for Lander, the only player in double figures with 10. 6 points for Kayla Sanders for North Georgia. Nia Lutz leading the way with 9 points and some stalwart defensive efforts. 8 points for Kayla Massop. 6 points for Josie Earnhardt. 6 points also for Isabel Davenport. 5 points, Macy Gregg. 4 from Ava Hunter. A lot of folks in the scoring column for UNG.
Yeah, it's good to see that balance because that can kind of play a role against a team in Lander that maybe not be that deep, Craig, because they've only played 6 players of minutes of substance. And
yep.
A lot of good effort numbers here on the box score. You know, things that don't necessarily require skill, but 8 offensive rebounds for the Nighthawks and then 11 forced turnovers. You know, that's really just a commitment to effort and should bode well for UNG moving forward.
You saw a return to form for Kayla Massop late in the second quarter. Part of that big push after giving up 7 in a row, then to rip off 15 in response, I thought did a great job of setting the tone for the rest of this ball game.
Yeah, because, you know, we've been on more times than we're probably used to on the wrong side of runs, you know, and we're learning how to deal with that shift in emotion.
Right.
And a lot of times people will incorrectly believe that I've just got to make a shot, when really if you can do the other things that don't show up in the box score, not only with a little bit more effort, but a touch more consistently. You know, like defending ball screens is hard work, and you can't just be really good at it the first time. You got to be really good at it at the 31st time. And then offensive rebounding, you're going to chase after 10 offensive rebounds, and you may or may not get one, but you got to. That's an 80% failure rate.
Right.
But you've got to continue to chase, and so it requires commitment. And so the effort has been there. Are we able to sustain it now for an extended amount of time?
Teams have broken their respective huddles early. It will be Carly Fahey to inbound the ball directly in front of our broadcast position here at midcourt. Actually, Caroline Martin says, let's trade it out. I'll do the honors as we wait for the final 20 seconds to tip off. So it will be Martin, Fahey, Davenport, Hunter, and Earnhardt. That's the same starting 5 that the Nighthawks began this game with. And we are underway here in quarter number 3. Martin takes it back from Fahey. Now Davenport in the corner to Fahey. Oh, and the pass intended for Davenport is going to result in an over and back. And Izzy had zigged when Carly thought that she was going to stay right where she was.
That's a technical mistake, right? So now we've got to respond with an effort response.
Right. Lob comes to Freeman. Now in the corner it goes. Langley to Santoro, guarded by Martin. Feed to Sanders. Backs in, the grad student makes the bucket and draws the foul.
That's a big-time move there by 32. Worked really hard to gain the position in the post. And then the move, the kind of left shoulder spin move, she was really committed to getting the ball on the rim.
Sanders makes the old-fashioned three-point play, and it's 40-29. Beautiful feed over the top. And had Hunter gone underneath the basket, I think she would have had a little protection.
That's a learned skill for bigs. She's probably gone a 4-year high school career where that shot right there is an easy two.
Right. At the other end, Hunter commits her third foul of the afternoon, and quickly Kayla Massop hustles over to check in. And so it only took a minute, 12 seconds. And Hunter now saddled with that third personal foul. Meanwhile, Taisha Freeman goes to the foul line. Freeman, a 55% shooter at the stripe on the season.
It's weird. No Lander players on the for a 50% free throw shooter. So there's 50% chance that she's not going to make it, and there's nobody from Lander in, and they're not pressing afterwards.
I don't understand that.
Odd there.
The feed to Massop, over to Martin on the wing right side. Nighthawks looking for their first points of the second half of this game here in quarter number 3. Massop in the lane, works on Freeman, goes to the floor, scramble, and it's going to be the omnipresent jump ball. And that means it becomes Lander ball. It's hard to remember back before the alternating possession when you had jump balls. And a steal by Caroline Martin. Caroline took her time and Sanders caught up with her. A little surprised that Caroline took the foot off the gas there a little bit.
Yeah, on the left side of the floor, so had that been on the right side, she probably would have outrun the chase defender, but good job by the Bearcats staying into the play.
Massop goes to the floor, tips it, but it's going to be Lander's ball and a foul on Davenport, stopping the clock with 7:46. So a little bit unsettled start here, the first couple of minutes for North Georgia. Yet to get settled in offensively. Langley to Freeman to Sanders. Sees daylight, nothing there, and turnover. Sanders on the baseline.
It's got to be one of the toughest calls to make in officiating is the foot on the line.
Right.
You know, some of
Seeing
it is you got to actually take your eyes away from the action to see it. So some of it is an assumption.
And that's illogical, you know. As a human, you want to stay with the ball. Long, high arcing three would not fall. Massop battles for the loose ball, gets it down to Fahey. Carly, beautiful drive, but blocked by Freeman.
Freeman is a wide-rangy presence.
Listed at 6'1", plays much taller. Nighthawks have not scored here in the third quarter. Santoro drives, and that pass just too much for Freeman. Davenport to Fahey. Carly leaves for Earnhardt.
Trail threes. Home run.
Took 3.5 minutes for the Nighthawks to get that first third quarter bucket. It's 43-30.
Charlie back here bothering it in the backcourt.
The more the merrier on defense. Parker with 8. Now 7. Drives to the foul line, puts it up, and bounces over the top of the backboard into the hands of Earnhardt. Feed to Massap at the foul line. Back to Josie. 5:55 to go in the third. Martin with that hesitation drawing the foul.
Yeah, she kind of dribbles it, and then she stands up straight and makes the defense think that the play is going to stop, and has, by necessity, learned how to be an extremely crafty driver of the ball.
It's as if she is pressing the pause button on her drive to enable the contact to be made. Makes the foul shot there. (44-30), 45-30. Clock rolls, 5:50 and counting here in quarter number 3. Gordon to Freeman. Ball intended for Sanders. She tracks it down. Nice move. Zips the pass in the corner. Three-pointer no good from Langley. Rebound to Massap.
Sanders doing a really nice job of, even though she's a big, facilitating for the Bearcats.
Beautiful feed to Kayla Massap from Nia Lutz.
Yeah, nice little pocket pass from Lutz there. Inverted, actually, from up off the baseline back to the cutter.
7-0 response by North Georgia. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in the third. Sanders away to Gordon, drives in the lane, bounce pass Freeman, bucket, and the foul. That's on Caroline. That's her third.
That's very good motion basketball from the Bearcats. Turned the corner offensively from the top, got into the interior of our defense, pulled our big up the floor, dumped to our big. Our second level of help wasn't rotating down quick enough, only quick enough to foul. That means it's too late.
Freeman missing the foul shot. Rebound Lutz. It's still 47-32. Massap with the elbow. Now to Earnhardt. Quick three. Would not go. Rebound Massap. Do it again. Josie Earnhardt. Yes!
Yeah, I like when shooters can get a re-catch after a miss.
Yeah. 50-32. That equals the largest lead of the day. Missed layup. Rebound Massap. Beg your pardon. That becomes the largest lead of the day. Timeout on the floor. 4:18 to go, third quarter. It's Nighthawks 50, Bearcats 32. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clermont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
North Georgia owning the largest advantage of the afternoon, 50-32, alongside Lee Glenn, Greg Corbin, and the Nighthawk Sports Network team here. Game one of our Peach Belt doubleheader between North Georgia and Lander. And quite a nightcap we have in store with the men.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
The lob, boy, Caroline walking the tightrope. Now way to Earnhardt. Lutz with 6. Davenport with 5, 4, 3. Bounce pass. Backdoor cut. Martin, no good. Massa puts it up, and it's good.
Landers coaching staff just puts their hand on their heads there, knowing that that ball from the shot from Caroline grazed just enough rim to keep the possession in our favor.
It didn't hit it by much, I can tell you that. And it didn't have many milliseconds with which to touch the rim. Nice move by Parker. The shot, though, no good. And Massap has been a rebound machine here in the second half.
Yep. That's what we needed.
She's about to give a double-double.
Reset of her role. I like it.
Kayla works the right side off the glass for 2.
Good to see her back playing with a chip on her shoulder.
It's a 22-point advantage. That's a nice thing to see, no doubt. And a foul. That's going to be on Davenport. Second personal on Isabel. And that will bring in Macy Gregg. But Macy's coming in for Earnhardt. Davenport stays on the floor. And Langley heads to the line. Langley, their leading scorer at 13 points a game, hitting at an 85% crack at the line. And again, nobody. That must be a thing that Coach Galehausen employs.
It's popular if you're going to press. So you can go ahead and set your press. They're coming back into a, looks like a 2-3 zone.
.54-34, 2:50 to go. Martin for 3, would not go. Rebound battle. Massap tied up by Sanders.
An offensive rebound.
That gives her the double-double. 14 points, 10 boards. And still time left here in the third. Macy Gregg bounce past the Caroline underneath, off the glass, bucket.
It's just winning the cut by Caroline there. That's not the baseline out action. That's just her saying, I'm going to get to that space before you are and own that space on the catch.
And slamming on the brakes, turning and scoring. Santoro on the left wing, guarded by Martin. Away to Freeman, checked by Massap. Bounce pass kicked by Kayla, and so it will stay Lander ball. 2:21 to go, and they'll put 20 seconds on the shot clock. Langley along the baseline into Gordon. Back-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Lutz. She defended that well.
She did. She had her hand right in the crossover zone. Oh.
How about that? For a little something.
That's saucy right there.
58-34, extending the largest lead of the day. Massap gets a hand on it. Away to Martin, up to Lutz. Naya. And a reach-in foul by Gordon. That will be her third. And checking in for the first time today, Jasmine Grant, freshman from Summerville, South Carolina. Macy zips in the pass to Lutz. Works the left side. Bounce pass, beautiful feed to Kayla, and that should be number 4 on Sanders. I beg your pardon, just her third. Kayla settles in at the line. And it's good. Second one, no good. But battle for the loose ball. Naya got a hand on it. How many times have we seen her do that?
She kind of hid behind the play right there and about stole it again. So, Naya's been around the block as it relates to college basketball experience. So she knows when and where to compete.
Nice defense. Kayla just held her ground, didn't leave the floor. Macy Gregg bringing it up behind the back dribble. Guarded by Langley. Now leaves for Lutz. Inside a minute to go, third quarter. 59-34. A 25-point advantage for the Nighthawks. Massap at the foul line. The lob to Macy Gregg goes off her hands and out of bounds. How wonderful it is to see the Nighthawks hitting on all cylinders.
No doubt.
At both ends of the court.
Tone was set by really, I don't know, it's a microcosm of the game, but that very first defensive possession, you could tell that there was going to be a commitment to doing some of the little things that may have been watered down over the last month or so.
Shot clock at 10, game clock at 25, and a 5-second defensive stop by Macy Gregg. Defending Jakaya Parker. Well done, Macy. There is nothing more deflating as an offensive player than to realize you've just given the ball away.
Yeah, when you don't know it. I forgot that the count was active there, especially when they were holding for the last.
Macy bounces it to Naya with 10. Oh, and a pass is too much for Caroline to get, and a turnover. Sticker in the ball game. Final 6 seconds of the quarter.
Caroline's going to commit a backcourt foul 80 feet away from the basket with 6 seconds to go in the quarter, which is now her fourth. Luckily, Nighthawks lead by 25 points. Had we not led by 25 points, that is something right there that would send the coaching staff
through the roof. In comes Blackstock. Caroline to the bench. And quite honestly, we might not see her again this afternoon. Langley hitting the first. Missing the second. Now you got 5 seconds. Lutz with 4, 3, 2 from half court. Sticker puts it up. It is off the backboard, no good. 3 quarters in the record book. One more to go. It's UNG 59, Lander 35. North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
A staple in downtown Dahlonega, the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel offers various types of accommodations for visitors and has been serving family-style country cooking since 1922, just off the historic Dahlonega Square. Amicalola Propane is locally owned and operated and provides propane sales, service, and repair to farms, homes, and businesses. Amicalola Propane is dedicated to making customers' lives more comfortable, and their knowledgeable staff will help with both residential and commercial propane needs. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waldenco.com.
Quite the third quarter for North Georgia, extending the lead at one point to as many as 25. And with 10 minutes left, 59-35 your score. I think North Georgia deciding that they wanted to take full advantage of this afternoon's opportunity.
Yep, it's good to see it. Tide starting to turn.
Fourth quarter underway. Lander with the ball, trailing by 24. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Sticker. Macy will bring it up. Livy Blackstock, no good. Rebound to Sanders. Massip.
13th rebound.
That's a pretty good line score right now. Ball tipped away, but right to Blackstock. 9:09 to go. Livy works the left side. Bounce pass to Kayla. Over to Macy. Boy, just a super fast fake. The shot wouldn't go. That was sort of an in-between shot.
Not quite sure.
You could sense the floater coming, but didn't quite materialize. From the foul line, Gordon high off the iron, no good. Rebound to Lutz. 9 with 11 points today. Macy, the feed to Massip at the elbow. Straightaway three by Naya, and it's good.
Naya's jumper is so compact. Not much negative motion to it.
I was going to say, no wasted motion.
It's real simple.
Yep. Conservation of energy. Drive no good. Lutz the rebound. And that's the sign of a player who knows exactly how to get the most. And a turnover as Blackstock was on the sideline, knowing where to expend energy on the defensive side of things.
I'm sorry, what was that call there? Why is that Lander's fault?
Livy on the
inline?
Sideline.
Okay.
We played 2 minutes and change here in quarter number 4, 62-35. Biggest lead of the day. Freeman, a high arcing shot off the iron, twice no good. Rebound to Sticker.
It's been a while since Lander scored, hasn't it?
Beg pardon?
It's been a while since they've scored.
It has. They had that one foul shot right at the tail end of the third quarter, but quite a bit before that, before their last field goal. Beautiful feed to Massip and contact as Kayla hits the floor. And that will go against Jakaya Parker. She will check out. I'm not sure if that was her third or fourth personal. Inbound to Massip in the corner. Sticker to Blackstock. Gregg to Earnhardt. Back to Macy. Fakes the three. And that's going to be against Gordon. That is Gordon's fourth personal. Feed is thrown away in a turnover. 7:07 to go in the ball game. Langley, three left side, no good. Rebound to Blackstock. The Bearcats have hit a cold stretch here offensively. Nice pass to Macy Gregg. Give the assist to Massip.
I actually thought Livy was going to have the dump on the back cut. She kicked it out. And then Kayla went ahead and threw it to her anyway.
Time out of the floor, 6:39 to go in the ball game. It is North Georgia 64, Lander 35. North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
With 6 locations across Northeast Georgia, Howard Brothers Outdoor Power Equipment and Hardware is trusted by both professional landscapers and residential homeowners for all their outdoor equipment needs. To learn more about the family-owned business that keeps Georgia green, visit howardbrothers.com. Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity Building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Nighthawks back on the floor. Massip, Martin back out there. Blackstock, Sticker, and Earnhardt. Bearcats only scored 9 points in the third quarter. Santoro lobs it to Freeman, drives on Massip, puts it up, missed the layup. Blackstock brings it up against Langley. Now double teamed. That one no good. Offensive board. Massip kicks it back to Earnhardt. Josie drives, lofts it in. Nicely done.
Nice touch. You don't see her finish her twos very often. Finesse player from behind the arc.
Yeah.
Predominantly, but right there she, nice little floater layup, I'd call that.
Turnover. Nighthawks have it up 31. Biggest lead of the day. Back to a wide open Caroline Martin, just a little off. And that one will be out of bounds to Lander. It'll be Sanders to inbound. Does so to Langley. Still 5 minutes and change to go in this one, but without question, this a return to form.
Yes.
For North Georgia. A welcome return to form. Ball dribbled off of Earnhardt's foot and out of bounds. And still a handful of games left in the regular season prior to the bracket for conference tournament. The shot off balance from Grant, off the mark.
Field goal, can they?
It's been tough sledding. Players hitting the floor underneath. Sticker was trying to zip the pass to Caroline, but it was touched. That is on Quadasia Langley. Her third. We've got a timeout. We'll take it. 4:56 to go in the ball game. It's Nighthawks 66, Bearcats 35. North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clermont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
It's been a while since the Bearcats have been able to get the biscuit in the basket. Early third quarter. Have not scored in the fourth quarter. Beautiful feed and the bucket from Sticker in the lane.
Nice high-low find. Mass up to Sticker.
That's a good combination there. And that'll be a foul on Blackstock. Of the 9 points that Lander scored in the third quarter, only 2 field goals. 5 foul shots, 2 field goals.
It's the third quarter. What about the fourth?
None. 0.
All free throws.
Nada. No points until right there.
But all the points of this quarter have been free throws, right?
Yes, and you just saw it.
So that was it?
That's the first point they've scored in the fourth.
Wow.
Those are the first 2 points of the fourth quarter. Campbell in the ball game for the Nighthawks. A little full court press by the Bearcats, and that's going to be a 5-second violation. Sticker could not get the ball in. Ball tipped away, and Lander will keep it. Langley now having trouble getting it in, and that's a 5-second violation.
2 turnovers, and the ball was never inbounded.
How long has it been since you've seen that?
A long time. Because normally one team is trying to press to come back.
Right.
There it was just, we covered up their lone action. They call it a sideline outplay.
Right.
And so a sideline outplay, the ball has to be inbounded to a certain spot to trigger the action. We just covered that single pass. And that was a unique series of events.
Well said. Unique indeed.
2 turnovers and not a second off the clock.
Both 5-second violation. Davenport lobs it into Sticker. Cayley drives underneath and blocked by Gordon. It's a nice thought, but she ran out of real estate. 4:32 to go in the ball game. Nighthawks by a bunch. Inbound comes to Sticker. Blackstock lobs it to Campbell.
When you got shooters on the backside, in this case it was Isabel Davenport, clears out the help side for the ball to go over the top of the post defender. There's a field goal.
And that is the first field goal since way back in the third quarter. 70-39. With 4 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the fourth. Martin to Sticker. She'll launch a long 3. It is short. And Lander the rebound. Outlet comes to Langley. Waiting in the corner. Gordon, no good. Rebound to Sticker. Martin will bring it up. Sticker in between the circles will hand it to Livy. Shot clock at 12. Davenport the feed to Campbell, knocked away. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Davenport to inbound, looking for Campbell. Instead, hits it to Sticker with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The wraparound pass and a shot clock violation and a turnover. I'm not sure they had recognition of the remaining time. Long three is no good. Rebound to Davenport. And Lizzie Campbell may have twisted an ankle. Being attended to with 3:07 to go here in the ball game. And I had missed the fact that she did not.
Yeah, she dove for the loose ball, actually. And just a lot of activity down there on the floor, helping her up now.
Being helped, and a nice round of applause. And gingerly walking toward the trainer's table. And so Ava Hunter back on the floor. .307 left. And a foul called on Parker, and she has fouled out of the ball game with 3:07 to go. And to your point from earlier, a very short bench today for Coach Galehausen in her first season. Inbound comes to Martin. Caroline gets it across the half-court stripe and away to Sticker. Caroline, it's a thing of beauty to watch the way she weaves her way through traffic.
Yeah, gets stopped once and then collects herself, reattacks, poise. Sometimes the way she's turning penetration into a science.
Yeah. A travel will turn it over with 2:38 to play. Macy Gregg checking back in, replacing Martin. And Martin going out. Only 8 points today. Limited playing time. And a wraparound foul by Quadesia Langley. That is her third. And I really hope that we do not start seeing a procession to the foul line with 2:36 left.
I don't think you will, Craig, because if so, I'm unaware of a 10-point free throw.
Yeah.
Got a couple possession game maybe, but.
And Macy getting that one to go. Second one no good. Tipped away by Davenport, but Gordon will keep it. Pass intended for Sanders, knocked away by Hunter. The current lead, the largest of the day, 34 points. Davenport checking out, and Daisha Cannon on the floor. Gordon drives, missed the shot, Sticker the rebound.
Great post defense, or great interior defense, not post defense from Ava Hunter there. Just walled up and made the guard try to score over her.
Right, and there was none to be had. Macy over the top, intended for Cannon, knocked away. Inbound from Sticker to Blackstock. 2:02 remaining. Shot clock at 6. Now Blackstock works the right side. Macy Gregg, three-pointer. And this one no good. Rebound to Lander. Just ran out of time to get a comfortable shot. Had to hurry it a little bit.
But we got a good one nonetheless. No shot clock violation.
Oh, a near steal by Sticker from the foul line. Gordon no good. Rebound on her feet on the floor. Cannon Nearly threw it away. Macy will bring it up. Leaves it for Libby. Back to Macy. A drive with 10 to shoot into the lane. Beautiful cut by Sticker.
Yeah, just seeing our team actually now plant and cut on penetration and not just run around the arc.
Right.
So good.
Inside the bucket. Gonna weave that off. Travel. And Lacey McCoy checking in with 55.8 to go in the ball game. McCoy bounces it into Cannon. Dacia hands to Gregg. Macy works on Gordon. The lob to Hunter, knocked away. Jasmine Grant, just a freshman. A lot of athleticism. And a whistle inside with 43.5 left to go. Nighthawks will improve to 8-6 in Petersbelt play, 16-7 overall.
And all three teams that are ahead of us, aside from Georgia Southwestern, we have got our second run at them still ahead of us. Columbus State, Aiken, Augusta, Young Harris just a game back. We go up there on Wednesday, so still kind of control, not necessarily our destiny to the championship. Would take a lot for that to happen.
Yep.
But control our own destiny as it relates to chasing that second seed.
And the seed, exactly. Macy will inbound it. Difference of 11.7 seconds in the shot clock and the game clock. Cannon has it blocked inside. It was a nice feed to give her the opportunity.
Well, it's a nice cut, too. She just kind of deviated from the play and made a hard basket cut to the open space.
Cannon turns, has it blocked into the hands of Hunter. Ball is free. Santoro comes up with it. Just a split seconds difference in the shot clock and the game clock. Final seconds of this game. Shot off balance, no good, and a foul. Lander will fall to 4-10. 7-16. The first campaign of Stephanie Galehausen. Adlander. Foul shot going for Jasmine Grant on the season. That is the first free throw attempt. And now Jasmine 1 for 2 on the year. .30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, people can say, why are we calling a timeout up 30? Well, because these girls right here need to understand the value of side inbound. When we don't know, you can only replicate time and condition in game situations. And for this lineup here to be able to execute on sideline out, which in the women's game is very critical dead ball part. And we do it without huddling, too, so the respect is there of just the substitutions and to get the side out.
So 21.4 left. It'll be Lacey McCoy to inbound directly in front of the North Georgia bench. Gets it into Blackstock. The Nighthawks winding down the clock here on this one. Head coach Buffy Burson, assisted by Amber Schedule and Nia White. And they are putting another one in the win column. 75-42, your final score. The Nighthawks are 16-7 overall, 8-6 in the Peach Belt. It did my heart good to see the effort this afternoon.
Yeah, that was like we talked about at halftime, Craig. A lot of that has to do with we just didn't make shots better, but we did the things that are a little bit more blue collar, which have been our MO over the last 5 years. We're going to rebound really hard. The ball, and then you just saw it translate over to the offensive side as well. Our confidence of moving the ball around, a couple of nice backdoor cuts and open space cuts. So that right there is just what the doctor ordered.
Congratulations to the Nighthawks. The men will tip it at 3:40. Give us about half an hour on behalf of Lee Glenn and everyone with the Nighthawk Sports Network team. UNG women again knocking off Lander 75-42. So long for this one. We'll see you in half an hour.